Gucken wir weiter.
Was a idea from Double Fine Productions and their friends at I8bit to put on a show that really celebrated video games and focused on the fans and the developers and brought them together to meet and celebrate games. It started as a live event here in San Francisco where we had developers showing their games, where people could play them and also listen to music and eat food and drink.
Aber das ist
Gucken wir mal, ob da vielleicht irgendwas passiert.
ein eigener Event, in dem sich andere Programmierer bzw. Firmen auch vorstellen können einfach, oder habe ich da jetzt das missverstanden?
Naja, dieses Summer Game Fest ist ja eine Zusammenstellung von ganz vielen unterschiedlichen Streams, Veranstaltungen, die alle nur ungefähr zur gleichen Zeit da sind. Und gestern ging das ja schon los. Heute, eigentlich ist dieser Summer Game Fest Stream von gerade der Hauptstream, weil bei eher mau. Und zum Beispiel übermorgen ist ja auch.
Jetzt kommen andere kleine.
Oder Sonntag ist jetzt zum Beispiel Xbox und Starfield und so.
Ja.
Ne? Dieser ganze Kram.
Das wollte ich noch gucken. Das können wir gerne auch noch gucken.
Genau.
Also da würde ich gerne noch sehen, wie sie bei Starfield so weit gekommen sind jetzt. Vielleicht interessiert es mich ja dann doch mehr, wenn ich ein bisschen mehr dazu sehe.
Ja.
Aber das Kampfsystem fand ich eher recht platt.
And I am bouncing off the walls excited to finally tell you what my friends and I have been working on together ever since Chicory came out a couple years ago. Introducing Beastie Ball.
Beastie Ball. Okay, rundenbasiertes Strategiespiel. Mit einem Volleyballnetz in der Mitte?
Ja, Beastie Ball. Das ist Pokémon Volleyball.
Ja, gut, okay. Ich dachte.
Sowas zum Beispiel finde ich viel cooler. Wenn die Devs so ein bisschen darüber sprechen, was man da so machen kann und wie es so aussieht und so. Das Spiel ist jetzt schon besser als alle anderen, wie wir heute gesehen haben. Nein, das nicht. Ist halt irgendwie sympathisch.
Das sind Indies meistens.
Beasties are highly social creatures that evolved to play sports. In their natural wild state, they're constantly playing Beastie Ball to build friendships, to settle disputes, or just to have fun.
Deswegen hatte der im Hintergrund einen Manga von Haikyuu. Okay. Aber das ist mir sofort im Auge.
Ach so, wegen Volleyball, ja.
But whether they become besties or rivals or partners or sweethearts, they'll get some kind of unique combo ability that only that pair of beasties can do, which can turn the tide in a really tough match.
Na, sabber den Ball an. Rutschgefahr plus 15.
So with this game, we really wanted to emphasize the beasties' agency as living creatures. They're doing their own thing.
Ich lasse euch trotzdem mal kurz mit dem Stream
rein.
Okay.
Fulfilling a certain set of conditions while you're playing against them. The goal isn't to collect as many beasties as you can, but to spend time with the ones that you care about and be surprised by the ways that they grow and change and the bonds that they form with each other.
Stefan, dein Genre?
Absolut nicht.
We knew we wanted to create a really wide variety of beasties.
Hier sind gerade die Comments durch. Die Leute sind sehr enttäuscht von der Show dieses Jahr. Sehr enttäuscht.
Ja, wie gesagt, die nehmen alle als Vorlage die von letztes Jahr und das kann halt nicht.
Nee, vor allem die reiten sie auch alle auf dem Host rum. Das ist ja so geil, das letzte ankündigt mit, hey, die Rumors gingen rum, dass wir das Spiel jetzt hier zeigen dürfen, ist ja Wahnsinn. Und es gab wohl keinen einzigen Rumor zu Final Fantasy, dass das da vorgestellt wird.
Nee, es
gab
war
so
halt
viele Spiele, die gerumort worden sind, aber kein bisschen Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy, dass das rauskommt, das war schon bekannt. Definitiv.
Viele hatten halt auch vom Software gehofft, entweder Elden Ring in DLC oder Bloodborne 2, was ja möglicherweise bald angekündigt werden soll. Auf Persona 3 Remake hatten sau viele gehofft.
Aber Bloodborne war doch PC-Edition oder nicht? Da waren die Gerüchte drumherum, weil es schon Dateien gab, die die Endung drin hatten und so, also Schnickschnack. Da war doch das Gerede drum für die PC-Version, dass die angeblich schon fertig gewesen sein sollte und so.
Auf
jeden Fall sind alle mega enttäuscht.
Naja.
Thanks very much. We can't wait to talk to you more about Beastie Ball.
Vor allem als vorletztes Spiel dann auch noch in so einem Event, was eigentlich schon so ein Gamers-Hype-Event sein sollte, kommt als vorletztes Spiel Fortnite.
Ja. Naja. Vielleicht haben sie ordentlich Geld da gelassen.
Vermutlich.
Und davon hat ja Epic genug.
just how I like my levels. Like its predecessor, it'll be chock full of secrets and lore, sure to satisfy even the most curious explorer. You'll face off against enigmatic enemies, armed with an arsenal of weapons that you've crafted with the spoils of your previous battles. And for those die-hard fans,
Ich weiß immer, dass die den Fokus auf die Person legen wollen, die da redet. Aber alles im Hintergrund wegzublurren, finde ich immer sehr anstrengend zuzusehen.
Ja.
Weil mich dann eher mehr interessiert, wo das... Also dann kann man ihn auch vor eine grüne Leinwand stellen. Okay, das wirkt jetzt trostlos mit der Musik.
Hyperlight Breaker is a huge, stylish, bloody game. As is our MO, it's a game that's vivid but bleak, with a crumbling world that can be brutal and beautiful all at once. It's a major landmark for us, and the first of its kind, an open world game where you never return to the same world twice. You could say it's a mix of incredible open world games like Breath of the Wild, distilled into the format of a roguelike such as Dead Cells or Hades. You can play alone or with friends cooperatively online.
Oh, dem fehlt irgendwie ein bisschen Euphorie, kann das sein? Also mehr Begeisterung.
Ich glaube, das soll so entspannend wirken, keine Ahnung.
Nee, es sieht doch nicht entspannt aus, wenn du da rumschnetzelst.
Ich weiß es nicht.
Aber die Musik ist so ruhig.
Ja, es wirkt alles so entspannt, nur das Gameplay nicht.
Ja, es passt gerade irgendwie gar nicht. Ja, und hier kannst du sehen, wie ein Riesenflatterviech mit großem Auge niedergeschnetzelt werden kann. Und dann gibt es auch hier noch Wölfe, auch mit Schwertern.
Ich wollte gerade sagen, ist gar kein Flatterviech.
Nee, das war schon.
Unlock new characters, upgrade your equipment as you bring back more and more materials from runs. We've learned so much from our previous.
Es fehlt irgendwie dieses Unique-Stadt! Hier, dies, schnetzeln, umbringen, komische Monster, andere Welten. Jetzt spielen. Out now. Fertig.
Cyberpunk DLC hatten auch viele gehofft.
Hey.
Dass das angekündigt wird.
Aber der ist doch schon
Das ist
angekündigt.
doch schon bekannt.
Ja, aber dass da was gezeigt wird und so weiter.
Achso. Phantom Liberty oder wie das Ding heißt.
Ja.
Ja.
Also jetzt hoffen wir alle, dass er am Dienstag um 13. um 19 Uhr das Xbox-Event wieder alles rausreißt. Oder ist das am
Nee, Sonntag.
um 19 Uhr?
Sonntag.
Glaub ich. And publisher IM8bit presents. I'm thrilled to bring you a world premiere
Naja,
title
mal schauen.
that is not only relaxing and enjoyable,
Aber jetzt kommt
chill
hier.
and vibey. Let that anxiety go. when
Chill
you
and
play
Baby.
Simpler times.
World Premiere. Sitzen mit Musik. Na, liebe Kinder, was ist das? Eine Schallplatte, genau.
I'm Lara.
And I'm Dragos of Stonescape Studio. We are a small team from Transylvania, and our mission is to create meaningful interactive experiences. Our first game, Simpler Times, sheds light to the beauty of the ordinary and serves as a place from the past where you can be present.
Simpler Times follows Tyna on a heartwarming journey through her memories as she prepares to leave her childhood home.
Man, it's
Ist das nicht Unpacking, sondern Einpacken?
To slow down and
Wie
savor
sieht das
this
aus?
moment by
Ich,
immersing
keine
you in
Ahnung,
Tyna's
das ist
world.
irgendwie...
Ich finde solche Spiele ja, also so cozy Spiele auch mal ganz witzig, ne? Aber
Ja, die
also,
können entspannt sein und die können einen mal runterbringen und mal eine andere Sichtweise vielleicht oder coole Erzählweisen bieten.
Ja.
And uncovers her authentic
Aber
ich verstehe noch nicht ganz, wie der Sinn der Sache hinter jetzt gerade ist, ne? Also, was ist das Ziel?
ich meine, gut, komm, bei Unpacking hast du bloß was ausgepackt.
Ja, aber da war das Ziel klar.
Ja, stimmt.
Guck
mal, hier kannst du Blumen kaputt machen.
You'll interact with objects that hold sentimental value for Tyna.
I really wish I could take you with me. I'm gonna miss our duets together.
Kannst scratchen ein
We
bisschen.
know the world is getting faster every day. We live in it too. We wanted to create a space where players can take a break, slow down, and enjoy something meaningful. Simpler Times stems from stories we believe need to be told and heard. Inspired by this very place we're now sitting in, The game is a reflection of the physical
Stimmt, es sind die gleichen
spaces we
Fenster.
spend time in and the memories we hold dear.
I've spent so much time here looking out the window. It's hard to believe that I won't see this view for a while.
We want to build a sense of awareness and appreciation for the world around us, encouraging you to reflect on your own memories and experiences.
Simpler Times is coming soon on PC and other platforms, so make sure to wishlist on Steam and follow us on social media.
Thanks for taking the time to listen. We hope you'll enjoy playing Simpler Times as much as we enjoyed creating it. Bye!
Bye!
It's like childhood is the
Tja, Gunni.
growing up is
Gunni
the
steckt
sea.
in der Warteschleife zu
Can
Diablo
I
4.
still take all these?
Ah.
Ja, die Server scheinen im Moment Probleme zu haben. Stefan
Lock them in a
schrieb mir das
chest
auch, dass
with
er
my
nicht
memory.
einloggen konnte.
Ja. Wolfi, da hast du recht. Monkeys Puls wurde, sieht man den Puls nur hinausgehen. Bei so einem Spiel weiß ich nicht. Ich sehe gerade da drin noch, ich sehe da eventuell ein interessantes Storytelling, wenn, aber ich glaube, das ist einfach nur, du kannst viele Sachen machen. Fertig.
Really unique puzzle game built around a camera mechanic where the photos that you take become 3D worlds to explore. This is Viewfinder.
Viewfinder. Am Sonntag, Gunni.
It's a difficult game to describe in words, but if you saw it, you'd immediately recognize it.
Nach dem Xbox Showcase kommt das mit Starfield.
Die heißen Sad Old Studios, die sind mir schon sympathisch.
What's an old photograph doing here?
You can take photos or find photos and then make them into real spaces.
Okay, cool.
Das hat was sehr Nettes. Ja.
What makes it unique
Oh.
is the central mechanic where you're using a camera and pictures to reshape and reconfigure the world around you in order to solve challenges in creative ways.
Ah, das ist bestimmt ein nettes Puzzle-Game.
Wie heißt das? Viewfinders? Viewfinder?
Ja, genau. Das würde ich mir auch aufschreiben. Wenn die nicht gerade 80 € von mir haben wollen, dann...
Das vermutlich nicht.
That doesn't look right.
Huh.
You can rotate reality too.
If I was to compare Viewfinder to other games, I'd say it's like the gameplay of Portal combined with the visual illusions of Superliminal or Antechamber. People have also compared it to The Witness and Manifold Garden and various other puzzle games.
Also dann hoffe ich, dass die Rätsel auch schwer sind, wenn man so viel da drin machen kann.
The whole concept
Das
of
ist
when we
cool.
started is that when you actually create something, you do destroy a lot of things, and you know that's just a very important lesson in creation.
Krass.
Viewfinder is created by different people, and you know we have people from all over the world who have such a diverse and interesting cultures.
Each character comes from a different culture. There's a lot of sort of culture-specific props and items and themes who you learn about, mostly through.
Wie hieß denn das Puzzle-Game? Ich komme nicht auf den Namen. Das habt ihr auch gespielt. Also zumindest Gunni und Jan, ich glaube du auch. Wo es auch so mit der Perspektive ging, wo man immer so Linien ziehen musste, um zum Beispiel kleine Steine auszugrenzen. Ich komme nicht drauf. Mit einer Open World.
It's just very important for us to just put in what we know so that the rest of the world could also, you know, have a glimpse of the experiences that we've had.
This must be the next stage. Let's go.
Aber ich weiß nicht, was du meinst.
Ach, ich komme auch nicht drauf auf das Game. Du hast doch immer so ein Raster gehabt und musstest immer so eine Linie durch das Raster ziehen. Und manchmal Steine ausgrenzen, Steine verbinden. Und du musstest in der Welt den richtigen Blickwinkel finden, um so eine Kugel zu einem runden Punkt sozusagen auf einer Linie zu verbinden.
Ich glaub nicht, dass ich das gespielt habe.
Ah, ich weiß nicht, komme ich auf den Namen.
With Moonloop. Together we're making a game called Haunty.
Haunty.
Okay.
So, ich werde mich aber mal verabschieden.
Jo, tschüss.
Von daher, euch noch viel Spaß. Macht's
gut.
Danke.
Ciao.
There's a big variety of things that you can haunt in this game. I think you'll have a lot of fun sort of exploring around and
Ich verstehe das Spielprinzip noch nicht so ganz.
Du kannst also Besitz ergreifen und...
Ach, er redet von Haunt und nicht von Hand. Ich denke immer...
Nee, am Anfang, das Game hieß bloß Haunty.
Ja, Haunty, ja. Ich war zu dumm, einfach. So. Ach, er meint damit heimsuchen und übernehmen, meint er damit.
Genau.
Jetzt hab ich das verstanden.
Deswegen auch die unterschiedlichen Gegenstände, die man eindrücken kann.
So macht das Sinn.
A lot of ghosts in the afterlife and sort of the stories that they have. The progression and story of Haunty both center around collecting these stars, and the stars have this special ability that they give ghosts access to pieces of their past life that they've left behind. The environments and characters are all carefully crafted with a 2D hand-drawn style, so there's a lot of painstaking frame-by-frame animation work in there. And we have a fantastic soundtrack.
Erinnert mich voll an Omno, die Musik.
So it all sort of comes together to give you this sort of tour through the afterlife, chilled out experience.
Ich weiß nicht, ob ich mich lange an dem Spiel begeistern könnte.
Nee.
Es sieht interessant aus, aber...
Our next game is a bit of a blast from the past. It arrived on the scene around 12 years ago, quickly became the talk of the town and won a handful of awards, including the
coole Buttons auf seinem T-Shirt.
at GDC's Independent Games Festival. But then, shortly afterwards,
Auf
both the
seiner Jacke.
game and its
So.
creator vanished. That game was Cart Life, a slice-of-life simulation
Yeah.
game that put you in the shoes of various street vendors and tasked you with setting up a successful business selling bagels or newspapers. As the story unfolds, you'd soon find yourself making tough choices and trying to balance keeping your business afloat with the needs of your character and their families. It was a truly unique, powerful, and special game, and it's super sad that it's been unplayable now for the better part of a decade. But it gives me great pleasure to tell you that, lovingly restored and better than ever, Cart Life is back.
Cart Life sagt mir gar nichts.
Nee, mir sagt das auch nichts. Ich mag Pixel Art, aber manchmal ist es mir ein bisschen zu hardcore Pixel Art.
Also das ist schon sehr retro hier.
Ja. Und dann noch, also nicht nur, dass es Pixel Art ist, sondern auch schwarz-weiß macht sehr unique.
Cart Life is a retail simulator developed by Richard Hoffmeyer and was originally released in 2013, where it won a bunch of awards at the Independent Games Festival. For a variety of reasons, he ended up pulling it off Steam, but all of us at Ad Hoc are such big fans of Richard's work. Now we're partnering with him to help bring it back.
Oh Gott.
Eieieiei.
Es ist wirklich sehr retro.
Wenn die Katze schon macht, weißt du, okay.
Ja.
In Cart Life, you can play as 3 different characters in any order. Each have their own unique background and circumstances, but what they all have in common is that they're trying to make it as street vendors.
Das sah eher anstrengend
Melanie is a recently divorced
auszulesen.
mother and has moved back into her family home with her daughter, all the while trying to establish her new coffee cart. Andres is a Ukrainian immigrant who is trying to put down roots in a new town by opening a newspaper stand. And Vinny has big dreams, but never enough money to make it happen. He's hoping that selling his homemade bagels will help turn things around for him. Managing your own cart is not an easy job. Just like in real life, in cart life, your resources are limited.
Dass der nackte Mann von hinten gerade nicht pixelartmäßig war, war auch schon wieder verstörend.
The needs of your cart against the personal needs of each character will determine the outcome of their stories.
Nee. Ja, das ist nicht meins. Aber nicht schlimm, nicht schlimm.
The world of cart life is alive and filled with characters who are potential customers that you'll get to know as you try to build your business. There's no right or wrong way to play this game. What players choose to do with the time that they have with each character is entirely up to them. Everyone's experience will be different based on the choices they make, what they prioritize, and even the order in which they choose to play the characters. This release is going to have a bunch of new story content, new art, updated controls and mechanics, and we really look forward to sharing it all with you on PC and console later this year.
Weiß ich nicht, ob ich das... Also ich fand schon das kurze Rauschen eben gerade sehr anstrengend.
The skateboard renaissance has been going on for the last couple years in games, and as we get deeper into the grind revival, things are getting a little more avant-garde and daring. This next one gives you all that
Ich bin auch kein Fan unbedingt von Retro-Musik im Sinne von Retro-Game-Musik. World Premiere. Again.
Hello, my name is Jordi van den Bussen, also known as Kwobbelkop. I'm the CEO and founder of Phantom Coast, and today I'll be talking about Hellskate.
Hellskate?
Okay.
All right, Anton. First try. Here we go.
Ein Flügel auf der Seite.
No! That was a good combo! All right, that's it.
Okay, also, ja.
Wozu braucht der das Skateboard nochmal gleich? Und das sieht auch aus wie ein Roguelike.
Here you play as Anton Falcon, a skater through and through. All Anton wants to do is skate at Wertheim's fabled beach, even if that means he has to go through the gods and monsters who will do anything to stop him and his skater friends from doing what they love most. The skateboard mechanics are very similar to the arcade-like games such as Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I mean, our lead game designer Steve actually worked on Tony Hawk's Underground.
It started a long time ago, the idea, and the far-off, far-flung land of 2002, I worked on a game called Tony Hawk Underground. And at the time we were working on it, we were thinking, man, this really looks a lot like an RPG or an action RPG. You have all these stats and you're upgrading and all this kind of stuff. It's super cool, super neat, right? But of course, we're bound to Tony Hawk, we're bound to the real pro skaters. It always seemed to me that, that skate graphics create and imply such an interesting world, but it's not a coherent world that you can visit. So that was one of the motivations behind Hellskate.
Waffen, wo man Dämonen schlachtet.
It fuses together old school skateboarding with the tricks and traversal, manuals, grinds, jumps, balance meters.
Ich weiß ja nicht.
Ja, das Problem ist, was ich da bloß gerade sehe, ist...
Just like with other games in the roguelite genre,
es ist nicht wirklich so ein also wie soll ich sagen, so ein Hack and Slay ist es auch nicht so, dass du viele Kämpfe kämpfst, es ist immer so...
to get permanent upgrades such as tattoos or skateboards, which act as weapons. The combat in our game can be described as a fast-paced skateboard hack and slash. While you have your light and heavy attacks, the core of the gameplay revolves around your skateboarding tricks.
The game should be quite easy for people to pick up and play. It has a combat system which is meant to be very friendly, very forgiving and rewarding, especially at the beginning. And then gradually it teaches you and ramps up the skill of the skateboarding, where you need it, when you need it.
Nee,
why did you stop me from skating?
Weiß ich auch nicht.
Look at yourself. Your wing, your arm. What do you think happens when that
Ich sag's mal so, ein paar von den Entwicklern müssen Skaten geliebt haben in ihrer Jugend und die Idee und
Thank you.
Manchmal, naja. Wenn ich das Monster sehe, es hat 2 Räder, einen Maul als Bauch. Das ist schon sehr, sehr, sehr abgedreht, aber...
That's it. That's the game. But it's so much more than that too, because you see, Henry can be many things, can be anything, in fact. He has the curious ability to be able to transform into anything he can reach. Using this peculiar power and perplexing form, you'll live the life of the title character, navigating sandbox situations crafted by Zurich-based developers Lululu Entertainment, and in so doing, maybe ponder the philosophical questions. Who is, how is, what does it mean to be Henry Halfhead?
Welcome! May I introduce you to Henry? Henry's not just anyone. If they're anything, they're, well, everything.
Okay, das habe ich mir jetzt nicht darunter vorgestellt.
Ja, ich bin jetzt nicht davon ausgegangen, dass es wirklich ein halber Kopf
And that's
ist.
how they manage their daily life.
The familiar noise of Henry's alarm clock announces the dawn of a new day. And it will keep ringing until Henry gets up and calms the
Traumbett
nervous
jeder
quivering
Frau.
machine.
Hust, hust. Es sieht aber erstmal...
Tick, tock. At least half awake, Henry is ready for their morning routine, which they usually start by making their bed.
Wie kann er sich bewegen?
Staying in bed is tempting, but only leads to regret later. Henry knows that if you want to change the world, you have to start off by making your own bed. Completing this simple task in the morning gives Henry a little bit of pride and the feeling of control over their life. With part of the morning routine done, Henry was ready to freshen up.
Okay.
Das ist irgendwie lustig, aber irgendwie auch ganz merkwürdig.
Ja, es kommt mehr unter der Kategorie Puzzle-Game, ne?
For hours, Henry could sit there, lifting the seat up and down, pretending it was a singing mouth.
Aber du hast anscheinend immer Tasks links.
Ja,
Du musst halt anscheinend immer irgendwelche Sachen machen.
Es kommt mir so vor wie in etwa Goose Game, weißt du, bloß hier bist du statt einer Ente ein halber Kopf und musst halt auf Sachen machen. Ein bisschen abgedreht, aber irgendwie auch ganz niedlich. Oh, was ist, wenn er sich jetzt auflöst? Ist er dann tot? Oh.
That got all the dirt. Henry should now dry themselves. All clean and dry, Henry is now ready for a proper breakfast. Breakfast with a warm beverage is important, and so is keeping up with the news.
This week. That's all for now. Have a wonderful day.
Ich hoffe bloß, dass die jetzt nicht gerade die Hälfte des Spiels spoilern. Bei solchen Indie-Titeln
ja, es ist schon ein sehr, sehr, sehr langes Gameplay, ne? Und man weiß nicht so ganz, wie lang das Spiel am Ende wirklich geht, ne? Weil es ja schon so ein kleines...
Henry can make from beans.
Darum.
The candy of nature. Delicious.
Der kann was... Wie kann er was essen?
Henry has to get ready and pack for work.
Man weiß nicht.
Ja.
Keine Ahnung.
Oh.
If Henry takes their lunchbox and leaves now, they can catch the 8 o'clock bus.
Double the Henry, double the fun.
Oh, Multiplayer.
Henry's not so
Co-op,
ordinary everyday
yay.
life in co-op mode. Henry, everyday life with a twist.
Sehr merkwürdig.
Ja.
Our next game is from Jeppe Carlson.
Aber es ist dein
creator who is perhaps best
Entertainment.
known for his
Ja.
master puzzle creator on Limbo and Inside.
Dann
We had the honor of working with him to publish 2 of his solo projects as part of Double Fine Presents. Rhythm action platformer 140 and co-op arcade shooter Thoth. 2 of the most fiendishly well-designed and fun puzzle games I've ever played that truly give you a sense for and appreciation
So
of
nervige
Jeppe's
kleine
contributions to those Playdead titles. His new game sees him teaming back up with Jakob Schmidt, composer of 140, and applying his trademark puzzle skills to a beautiful, mind-bending adventure game. This is Cocoon.
Hello, I'm Jakob, co-founder and audio director of Geometric Interactive in Copenhagen. I would like to show you what our amazing team has been working on for the last couple
So,
of
ich
years.
glaube, ich werde aber nach
Our
dem
game, Cocoon.
jetzt auch gleich Feierabend machen hier.
Das sah nach einem ganz interessanten Puzzle-Game aus. Wenn das ist, was
Ja.
ich denke, Cocoon. Dieses.
Ja. Da gucke ich jetzt noch mit rein. Und dann machen wir hier Bums.
Bugboy.
Ach, da haben wir doch so einen ganz kleinen Trailer schon von gesehen irgendwie.
Ich möchte meinen, ja.
Zwischendurch, oder?
It's an
Das war
adventure
irgendwie mit
game
dabei.
with multiple worlds, and each of these worlds are contained within an orb. Let me demonstrate by jumping out of the world which we are currently exploring.
Genau.
Just like that,
Stimmt, das gab's letztes
we
Jahr
are now in
schon.
the world outside.
Den Trailer. Du kannst in der Welt hineinspringen.
Okay.
The orange orb here contains the world we were previously exploring. Let's jump out one more time. We are now in a world even further outside and can explore this world using the orange orb that we picked up.
Hä? Achso, weil er das Orb in der Hand hat, kommen jetzt diese Wege oder was?
Ja, weil das von der anderen Welt ist, genau. Und du kannst damit
Orbs
die Welt hier
can be
verändern.
placed on switches to power devices and solve puzzles.
Ich kann mir gut vorstellen, dass es übelst kompliziert wird.
Ja, genau das habe ich auch gerade gedacht. Ich so, die Möglichkeiten sind ganz schön krass dann wahrscheinlich. Da fliegt so ein Roboterviech hinter ihm her.
You can use
Ja.
the hierarchy of
Es ist aber
worlds
wirklich
within
kein Kämpfen,
worlds
es ist
to
wirklich
solve
anscheinend nur
interesting
Puzzeln.
puzzles. For example, to safely avoid this moving barrier, you simply jump out of the world, let it pass by, and jump back in.
Oh.
Now, Cocoon is not only about exploration and puzzles.
Ach doch.
Within
Kämpfen.
each world, you have to
Ja.
face a mighty guardian. Here is a first glimpse of one of these encounters.
Oh, okay. Sieht denn irgendwie interessant aus.
Auch wieder so mit Patterns wahrscheinlich lernen und das erinnert mich so ein bisschen an das knuffige Zelda. So in die Richtung.
We hope you look forward to exploring the mysterious worlds of Cocoon, releasing later this year on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation and Nintendo Switch.
Interessant. Könnte sehr kompliziert werden, aber interessant. Warum er so ein Käfer ist, weiß man noch nicht, ne?
Nee, das ist keine Ahnung. Wenn es Cocoon heißt, wäre ich zum Fall einfach bloß die kleinste Form.
And now, I'm pleased to bring you a
Kämpfen
title
uns
from
sozusagen
French-Canadian developer Impossible.
bis nach oben.
In this relaxing artistic exploration game,
So,
you play
ich
a
klinge mich aber
painter
jetzt
with a
trotzdem aus.
watercolor brush
Ich
and
wünsche
a
dir
whole
noch viel
city to
Spaß.
explore.
Ja.
This game is more than appropriate for Day of the
wir hören
Dead's
uns
Summer
ja
Game Fest
morgen oder so,
edition
denke ich.
because its
Ja.
title,
Jo.
Été, in
Tschüss.
French, translates to the word summer.
Hi, my name is Laszlo, and I'm the creative director at Impossible. We are a small Montreal-based indie studio working on our first title, ET.
Okay, hier können wir ja so ein bisschen was bunt anmalen, beziehungsweise ein bisschen Leben einhauchen in diese graue
You see the
Welt.
world through the eyes of a painter, with every surface acting like a blank canvas, just waiting for you to fill it with color. Été means summer in French, because it's set in our French-speaking hometown of Montreal, Canada, as you step into the shoes of a painter who's traveling abroad for, well, the summer. This is a game for people who love pure exploration. You're free to roam open city scenes at your own pace, following your curiosity, getting sidetracked, and discovering secrets along the way.
Okay, reines Exploration Game, ja, okay.
When you fill something with paint, you'll extract its color as droplets of experience, and as you level up, you'll become able to unleash larger splashes of paint that reveal a bigger part of the world at once.
Vielleicht steckt ja noch eine coole Geschichte hinter.
You'll also meet plenty of locals, taking part in their lighthearted, everyday anecdotes, and some of them will even commission artworks from you. Using your bike, you can travel quickly back to your apartment and paint those commissions on canvas.
Dass die Dialoge jetzt schon nicht untertont waren, beziehungsweise vertont waren, ist schon schade. Natürlich.
That's where your creativity comes into play. At your easel, you can create gorgeous watercolor artworks using anything you've discovered in your expedition so far. Stamps on your canvas can be freely moved, resized, rotated in 3D, and even recolored. The canvas is pretty much your sandbox that lets you put your own spin on commissions. And if you're feeling inspired, you can paint as many creative artworks as you like without any kind of limitation. With hundreds of unlockable stamps at your disposal and dozens of commissions to inspire you, the only limit really is your imagination. Apart from living your best life as the friendly neighborhood painter, you'll also get to meet other like-minded artists, like Marianne, an ambitious photographer, and Theo, a talented musician, among many others. If you manage to befriend them, maybe they'll let you in on their best-kept secret, an abandoned building that could become your very own painting studio. But you'll have to dive into that story for yourself. It is coming out in 2024, and we hope you'll enjoy your adventures as a traveling painter in this lovingly crafted, whimsical summer world.
Bestimmt ein recht chilliges Spiel. Ja.
Hi everybody, how are you liking the show so far? This is the time where we take a brief break to talk about the
Wenn man
long and complicated process
eine Ader für
we
Kunst hat.
accept games into the nominating committee and all the legal ramifications and the technical rules that go with the accounting of the...
Tim, sorry. I thought that, yeah, I thought I was doing something here too. All right. Hey, Kelly from Indie Mega Booth here with a very exciting announcement. We're back.
Umweltverschmutzung.
If you're a fan of indie games, you may have seen the Indie Mega Booth at shows like PAX West and PAX East over the last decade, bringing together a curated selection of the best up-and-coming indie titles. Games like Crypta the Necrodancer, Tunic,
Ja.
Disco Elysium,
Okay.
Spiritfarer,
Ja.
Celeste, Mini Metro, Astroneer, The Stanley Parable,
Oh.
and Papers, Please have all been part of the Indie Mega Booth community. If you're a dev, you'll likely know us from our industry work, such as our GDC showcases, our presence at Bit Summit, our
Ein
global
paar
outreach
sehr, sehr, sehr
events,
gute Spiele
including
waren
a
dabei.
robust scholarship and grant program. And if you've never heard of any of this, well, that's fine. Just think of us as like a stepping stone into the games industry, where folks who love indie games can connect with each other, discover new games, and be part of a welcoming, diverse, broad, creative community. Indie Mega Booth has been in hibernation during the pandemic, but we are so excited to announce that we're finally waking up from our big long slumber, and we're ready to move forward with IMB 2.0. Head on over to our brand new website, indiemegabooth.com, and be Indie Know by signing up for our newsletter. Learn about new games, upcoming showcases, digital sales, and the best ways to help support the games and developers that you know and love. As we've always said, individually we're tiny, together we're mega.
We have another world premiere for y'all, and it's also really thematically appropriate for this showcase. You'll see why in a second. It's from the aesthetically amazing studio called Land and Sea. They're famous for the Alto series that you know and love, but this next one is not what you're expecting from them. It'll be herding your way. It'll be flocking your way. No, I like herding. It'll be herding your way next year. It's called Summerhill. It's about sheep.
Nächstes Jahr. World Premiere!
Hi there, my name is Harry Nesbitt, and I'm the founder and creative director of Land and Sea. We're a small team from the UK, best known as the developers of the Alto's Adventure series.
Hat so schönes, dichtes Haar. Ich beneide dich.
Laying the groundwork for our most ambitious project yet. It's an entirely new IP that aims to build on the themes that we care about most as a studio. And we're super excited to be able to share this exclusive first teaser with you today. So please take a look, and I'll be back at the end to tell you more.
Trailer, Land and Sea. From the creators of Alto's Adventure and Alto's Odyssey. Schafe in Herden. Yeah! Na, guckt sie euch an. Und ein kleiner Hof. Treib sie über die Klippe! Macht er das jetzt wirklich? Oh. Nee, macht er nicht. Schade. Macht er doch. Die Klippe ist in die andere Richtung. Ah. Zauberschaf. Summerhill. A folk tale about life, loss and... Was stand da ganz am Ende? Livestock?
We hope you enjoyed this first look at our brand new game, Summerhill. To give you a little bit more detail, Summerhill is a story-driven puzzle game in which you play as a young shepherd and their dog. Together you'll be setting out to rescue your lost flock that have been scattered across the mysterious land that lies at the border of your home. Summerhill brings together gentle problem-solving, fluid herding-based gameplay, and striking pastoral landscapes to tell a timeless coming-of-age folktale. As a team, we've been massively inspired by the rich history and cultural impact of sheep herding across the world. There are few people or places that haven't been impacted in some small way by the practice of shepherding. Even the name, Summerhill, is a name often given to highland pastures where sheep are taken to graze during the warmest months of the year. In many ways, sheep herding is in our DNA, and we really want to do justice to this timeless tradition and tell a story that could only be told in this way. We're also super excited to be working again with our longtime collaborator, Todd Baker. Todd is a composer and audio designer best known for his work on games such as Monument Valley 2, Dreams, and our very own Alto's Odyssey. We can't wait to share more with you, so if you'd like to be the first to hear about what we're up to, please head over to our Steam page to wishlist the game, or go to summerhill.game to join our mailing list.
Also
Thanks again, and we look forward to sharing more.
Puzzlespiel als Schafhirte, sozusagen. Ja.
Next up, we have an update on Eternites. This
Schafe.
is from Studio Psy, essentially a one-person team with a few friends helping out on the side. And it's a dating action game. Now, you've heard a lot about this title.
Sorry.
What's happening?
I'm sorry, Greg. I know I shouldn't be interrupting Day of the Devs. But it's urgent. A virus has turned most of us into... I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
In
It
was?
won't be easy, and the road will be long, but who knows? Maybe we'll find one more thing worth fighting for. Eternites is a dating action game that takes adrenaline-fueled combat and mixes it together with a heartfelt love story.
Dating action game? Okay.
Can I be honest for a moment? Sometimes with all these infected, it's too much. And it's during these moments that I'm happy to have someone to lean on.
Ist das so ein Spiel, in dem man irgendeinen gewissen Kink bedient?
Fighting for our lives, solving puzzles,
Wahrscheinlich nicht, aber...
exploring dungeons. It all seems easier when you have someone special by your side to make things less scary. So, what now?
Let's pass notes. Shh.
Did you just shush me?
Ja, shh.
Because the teacher might hear us. Hey.
Da ist kein Teacher da gerade. Ihr seid zusammen alleine in einem leeren Raum.
Or you can just fight for friendship. That's cool and not.
Oh, das Spiel ist so cringe. Oh, es ist cringe pur.
We have so many minigames that can help you unlock unique skills and spells in battle.
Verdienen Unique Skills, indem du cringige Aktionen machst, indem du... Oh, Gottes Willen. Oh, nee. Ich gucke ja gerne Anime und Co., aber wenn ich so eine Momente drin habe, die als 100% Klischee gelten, und die sind teilweise so weit weg von der Realität, dass mir das irgendwie, boah, Gänsehaut gibt. Aber hey.
Wishlist now.
Next up, from
Dating,
Icelandic developer Evil Licorice,
fighting.
comes a nostalgia-fueled gadget-building
Was willst du
sim
mehr?
that demystifies electronics engineering and allows you to share your creations with the community.
Hello everyone, I'm
Hello.
Marco Bancale from Evil Licorice, and I'm one of the designers of Retro Gadgets.
Okay.
Although it takes me forever to build something like this, I love the feeling of seeing something happening on a screen like this one when I rotate the knob or I press the buttons. And this is where the idea for Retro Gadgets comes from, is to being able to build digital gadgets with little effort. We love Pico 8 by Lexaloff because it brings you this retro environment where you can build your own games in Lua. And we also love Shenzhen.io by Zachtronics because it managed to teach you low-level programming effortlessly. And Retro Gadgets tries to take the best of both worlds and adds a layer of hardware building and customization. All this is packaged in a cozy and retro-inspired environment.
Fake boy.
We have a fantastic community,
Okay.
and people have been creating insane gadgets that go well beyond our initial expectations. So please join our Discord server and check them out. Retro Gadgets is in early access on Steam, and we have big plans in store.
Ja, für die kreativen Leute, da lässt sich bestimmt so einiges basteln, ne?
If you've ever watched the Mars Curiosity rover on one of its missions, you very well may have become fascinated by one of the hyper-specific contraptions and gadgets it keeps on board to measure
Ich
soil
guck das noch zu
samples
Ende,
and
Gunni.
hunt for traces of water. Our next game poses a very important question, though. Sure, Curiosity can tell us the weather on a planet millions of miles away, but can it deliver a pizza? In Mars First Logistics from Shape Shop, you'll be given the task of carrying awkwardly shaped objects from point A to point B by assembling and piloting your very own Mars rovers. And in doing so, perhaps you will solve the pepperoni-based problems that truly matter.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Ian McClarty from Shape Shop. We're a small team based in Melbourne, Australia, and we're making this game, Mars First Logistics. In Mars First Logistics, you'll be helping to establish a colony on the surface of Mars. You'll do this by transporting often awkwardly shaped objects between A and B, using vehicles that you design and build yourself.
Okay. Das kommt mir bekannt vor. Oh, da kann man bestimmt sehr viele schöne Konstruktionen zusammenbasteln. Ich erinnere bloß an Scrap Metal oder wie das Spiel hieß. An mein Farming. Oh, die Pizza ist rausgefallen.
As you complete deliveries, the game will give you new toys to play with.
Und du hast gewisse Ziele. Das kommt mir auch wie, nicht bildet. Wie heißt das denn? Jetzt komme ich nicht auf den Namen. Ah. Ich komme nicht auf das Puzzle-Game, wo man so ganz verschiedene Sachen zusammenbauen kann. Mit ganz kurzen Namen. Ah, wir haben es letztes gespielt. Egal. Ist nämlich genauso.
The game is set in a vast open world, and you're free to pick and choose which jobs you'd like to take on. There's a mix of procedurally generated side jobs and handcrafted main contracts.
Handgemalter Stil
In the
hier, das
main
Spiel.
contracts, you'll be helping to construct new buildings in the
Was
game's
eigentlich
world.
ressourcenarm ist, muss man sagen. Und wenn man viele Möglichkeiten hat, könnte das ganz cool werden. Viele Aufgaben hat, die man machen muss, wo man kreativ umdenken
One of the main
muss.
challenges in the game
Oder sowas hier
is
bauen
figuring
muss.
out how to pick
Zum...
up each item and deliver it safely to its destination,
Ja, es
using the
könnte
parts
ganz
that you
nett
have
sein.
available.
Jetzt ist es kaputt gegangen. Schön. Nochmal von vorn. Mit Anhänger. Ja. Wie gesagt, wenn man kreativ ist, könnte man das ein ganz cooles Rätselgame sein. So.
More creative options will become available to you. And I think a lot of the fun in the game is just messing around and being creative in its editor.
Okay. Hui. Flop. Hilfe! Hilfe!
And
Okay.
finally, I'm really excited to announce that Mars First Logistics will be launching into Steam Early Access on the 22nd of June. That's just 2 weeks away, and we're really looking forward to seeing what everyone builds in the game. Thank you.
Ja. Okay. Könnte man sich auf jeden Fall mal
I think
angucken.
the aftermath of a worldwide flood would be pretty bleak, right? Well, UK and Denmark-based studio Die Gute Fabrik has a different take. From the studio that brought you Mutazione and Sports Friends comes the all-new adventure set in the sprawling post-flood world of Saltsea. The adventure unfolds differently with every decision, so there's always something new to see in your next playthrough. So buckle your swashes and get ready for the world premiere of the stylish, seaworthy Saltsea Chronicles.
World Premiere. Eine Katze.
Hello.
Hallo.
We are Die Gute Fabrik. I'm
Gute
Hannah
Fabrik.
Nicklin from Die Gute Fabrik, and we made Saltsea Chronicles. We're super stoked to show you the world premiere of Saltsea Chronicles today. It's a flooded world, story-driven adventure game where you play as a ship's whole crew.
Die gute Fabrik. Oh. Jetzt eine Schiffcrew. Okay.
At the beginning of the game, you're going to discover that Maya, your captain, has gone missing, and together your ragtag crew are going to heist a ship and set out across the Saltsea archipelago in search of clues. In each chapter of the game, you'll decide where to head next, who to explore with from the crew when you get there, and what to say to the people that you meet along the way.
Also Story Game.
Saltsea Chronicles' unique art style is brought to life by beautiful animation, and each location is built on the fragments of this world that came before. Our art team have really done an incredible job. One of my favourite locations is called Los Gatos, and on that island, the people there live symbiotically with this community of cats.
Okay.
As you explore, you'll find a brand new trick-taking card game designed especially for the world of Saltsea. It's a really good way to sort of take a break from the story. It's called Spoils, and you can play it all over the archipelago, and you might discover how each community has slightly different house rules. Another thing we're super proud of is our exploration system. So we're sort of done away with the walk of shame in adventure games. So if you miss a clue, instead of sort of slowly traipsing to the other end of the island, you're just going to tap the shoulder button on your controller or select a screen span arrow to move almost instantaneously across a space. It allows us to lay the story down away from a linear path much more organically.
Okay.
Salt Sea Chronicles doesn't tell a story about a hero. It's a story about a community and how you navigate the world together. And each community that you meet in turn is going to be rich and amusing and strange, maybe, and have its own things going on. There's also a strong sense of genre-based storytelling too. So while you might be new to the world of Salt Sea, you'll know that you're in a Scooby-Doo chapter or a Romeo and Juliet chapter or a detective one. There are plenty of laughs, but tough choices and meaningful moments too. Our writer's room of award-winning storytellers have done an incredible job. We're so delighted to share Salt Sea Chronicles with you all today, and I can't wait for you to explore the rich world, get to know the wonderful characters, and to hear what paths you chart when you play.
Okay. Ich bin jetzt, also der vom Artstil her fand ich jetzt nicht so, aber vielleicht könnte es halt echt ein paar gute Geschichten drin sein.
Oh, Tim wants me to read something. Apologies, but this seems important. The thing I love most about Day of the Devs, says Tim, as me as Tim, I don't know, is getting to know all these amazing game developers. I love hearing them describe their games and their creative process, but I wish I could hear more.
Aber ich muss sagen, bei dem Spiel eben ist es wahrscheinlich sehr anstrengend, weil du einen Batzen an Dialog haben wirst und das nicht vertont sein wird eventuell. Das muss man mal gucken, ne? Was den Zugang betrifft von dem Spiel.
This is actually pretty cool. Two Player Productions was embedded with Double Fine for the course of 7 years while they were making Psychonauts 2, and they made a super hyper duper long documentary series unlike anything you've ever seen in games. All the intimacy, all the tears, the outrage and joys, and all the things that happen in game development that never really gets documented because who has access like this? So here's a very quick sneak peek at their incredibly long series. We highly encourage you to watch this thing. It's amazing.
So what's next?
Psychonauts 2.
To get to the dollar amount we're talking about, it's probably going to take financing from a lot of different avenues. Whenever Grasslands is going to start, Tim's just going to start taking our people.
Okay, ja. Ich hasse das, wenn ein Spiel vorher schon so, wie soll ich sagen, in den Himmel gelobt wird durch einen Trailer und man hat noch gar nicht so wirklich viel von dem Spiel gesehen. Ja gut, Psychonauts kennt man, aber Psych Odyssey.
To submit your game for future Day of the Devs, or to just hear about Day of the Devs in general, go to dayofthedevs.com for more info.
Das hat mich nicht so abgeholt. Nee. Aber es gab ein, zwei Indies, die ganz gut waren. Wo ich der Meinung bin, die könnte man sich näher angucken, wie zum Beispiel Viewfinder und Cocoon. Oder Lisfanger. Und halt was Knuffiges auch mit dabei. Aber was so Rätselgames angeht, warum eigentlich nicht?
Amazing games ever since we started doing these digital showcases for Day of the Devs. Thank you again.
Yeah.
You're a hero amongst heroes. Go check out his music. It's amazing. Hell, Dose 1 is incredible. Thank you for watching Day of the Devs yet again. If you're looking for more information or you just want to subscribe to the coolest newsletter in all the land, go to dayofthedevs.com. The URL on your screen. Follow us on social media. We got more coming up this year. Thank you to our friend Jeff Keighley. The Summer Game Fest showcase was amazing. We're so happy to be a part of Summer Game Fest for these last many years. Definitely stick around. We're not completely done yet. We have a musical performance featuring the sounds of New Caledonia, thanks to our friends who made the game Chia. It's worth it. It's really cool. Happening right now.
Ah ja. Dann würde ich an dieser Stelle erstmal sagen, danke fürs Zuschauen, Liken und Schreiben. Vergesst wie immer nicht zu subscriben. Ich Ich würde mich darüber freuen. Auf YouTube ist das kostenlos. Und außerdem freue ich mich auch über einen Daumen nach oben und die liebe Glocke. Sagt mir, wie ihr das fandet, das Video. Ja, ehrlich heraus. Was kann man besser machen? Wie fandet ihr die Spiele? Was für Spiele interessieren euch? Schreibt's rein. Wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal. Bis dahin. Tschüss.